It was the sound of wailing that woke us all. The kind of wail that makes your skin crawl. It came from Rosie's hut. By the time I ran there, the others had already gathered. Some stood frozen, while others whispered nervously. When I pushed my way through, I saw her, my childhood friend, crumpled on the ground, clutching at the hem of her torn wrapper. Her voice was hoarse from screaming. "He's not human," she cried. "I swear he's not human. But let me go back and tell you how we got here." Nyasha and I had grown up together in our Igbo village, inseparable as shadows. We laughed at the same jokes, sang the same songs, and shared dreams of the kind of lives we wanted. But everything changed when the suitors came. It started as a celebration. Two handsome strangers arrived in our village, claiming they were brothers from a distant land, seeking wives. Nyasha was the first to catch one of their eyes. The man who called himself Masimba was tall, broad-shouldered, and had a smile that could melt stone. He was charming and quick-witted, and it didn't take long for Nyasha to fall for him. I, on the other hand, was pursued by the quieter one, Tinoshi. He didn't speak much, but his kindness and calm presence won me over. Before we knew it, the weddings were set. Everything felt like a dream until the small cracks began to show. Masimba seemed perfect to everyone, but I noticed how his eyes darted around at night or how he'd disappear into the forest for hours without explanation. Nyasha brushed off my concerns, accusing me of being jealous. "Just because your Tinoshi is boring doesn't mean you should ruin this for me," she snapped one evening. I bit my tongue. Who was I to judge? My own marriage wasn't without its strangeness. Tinoshi never ate with the rest of the village. He said it was a custom from his homeland, but it still felt odd. And sometimes, I thought I saw his reflection in the stream near the palm grove, not quite human, more like the shimmering outline of something otherworldly. But he was kind, never raised his voice, and seemed to genuinely care for me. Then came the night everything unraveled. Nyasha's screams shattered the village's stillness. When we gathered outside her hut, she kept saying the same thing over and over: "He's a monster. A monkey spirit. He wears human skin during the day, but at night, he's something else." She claimed she had followed Masimba into the forest and seen him shedding his human form, transforming into a creature with sharp claws and glowing eyes. At first, people dismissed her as hysterical. And Masimba? He vanished, leaving no trace behind. Nyasha was inconsolable, and the elders called for a cleansing ritual. But the Onis didn't stop there. Whispers began to spread about Tinoshi. People started to look at me differently, their eyes full of suspicion. If one brother is a spirit, what does that make the other? They murmured. I confronted Tinoshi that night, my heart pounding. "Who are you?" I demanded. "What are you?" He looked at me for a long time before speaking. "I am not like you," he admitted. "I am a spirit, yes. But I mean you no harm. I came to your village seeking companionship, not destruction." His words should have terrified me, but they didn't. He had never lied to me, never hurt me. I realized then that while Tinoshi was different, he was not evil. Not like Masimba. The elders decided to banish both brothers, fearing the unknown. Nyasha never forgave me for defending Tinoshi. She said I was blinded by love, that I'd regret it. And maybe she was right. Tinoshi left without a fight, but not before promising to watch over me from afar. As for Nyasha, she never truly recovered. She grew bitter and withdrawn, her laughter replaced by silence. Sometimes, when the wind blows just right, I think I hear Tinoshi's voice in the trees, soft and reassuring. Even now, I wonder, Was it worth it? Loving someone who wasn't entirely human? I don't have the answer. But I do know this, not all spirits are monsters. And not all humans are kind.